It seems everybody's talking about it, and I've decided that I'm gonna have my tuppence worth too, because Twitter and Facebook isn't really the forum to get across this kind of point properly. Um, so Bill Potts, the new companion in Doctor Who, is apparently gay, which obviously awesome. I have no problem with that, obviously. Um, but it's the manner in which it's been announced that's kind of annoyed me, because they're making this big point that it's not a big deal, that she's literally revealed that she's gay in like a second line of dialogue in episode 1. So I have to ask this question: if it's not a big deal, then why announce it like it is a big deal? You know, you're never ever going to normalize sexuality if you keep drawing attention to it and making a big deal of it. It's something I feel strongly about in my life, like with my family, friends, pretty much anybody I meet. I never make a big deal of the fact that I'm gay, because you know what? I don't care. And generally people I know don't care. Who I'm attracted to, it doesn't really matter. And it shouldn't matter. If you want to see, if people want the bad throat today. If people want, let me 1 second. Ow, I'm back. If people want it to become normal, accepted, not divisive, not segregated, then you need to stop making a big deal of it. I'm sorry, because the more of a big deal we make of such a thing that actually isn't a big deal, it will continue to be a big deal. If the fact of the matter is that Bill Potts is revealed to be gay because of just one line in episode 1 where she mentions a girl she fancies or whatever, then that really should be it, because that's all that's important. It shouldn't define her. It shouldn't define her worldview. It shouldn't define the character she is. It should define her relationship with the Doctor. It should be a small part of her. Just like with straight people, the fact that they like opposite sex doesn't define their entire narrative in a TV show. It doesn't define the entire narrative of their life. They fancy, a woman fancies a man, man fancies a woman. They date each other, maybe get married, have kids, blah 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 blah. Awesome, nothing unusual about that. It doesn't define them, doesn't define anything. So therefore, a woman fancying a woman shouldn't define her. It shouldn't define her narrative in life or as a character. But the fact that you have to make this announcement means you are drawing attention and making it a big deal, and it isn't. It really isn't. So yes, awesome to everybody out there who has an issue with her being gay. Get over yourselves, because honestly, it's not an issue. To all of you making a big deal of it, please stop, because the more of a big deal you make of it, the more it becomes a big deal. The more it's not regarded as being the norm. You want it to be the norm, let it be the norm. Don't make an issue of it. Yeah, so those are a few of my thoughts. I'm obviously understand that it's a good thing, because you get lesbian, gay women who feel represented in Doctor Who now, and that's good. Like with Jack, he represented the bisexual types out there, and that's great too. In class, Matthew, whatever, and Charlie, both, represented the gay people out there, and that's awesome too. Black characters, Hispanic, whatever, everything absolutely should be represented, of course, because life is diverse. In my writing, I try to keep it diverse as possible, because not to be political, but simply because that's how life really is. Okay, everywhere you look, you have people from all walks of life, all sexualities, all gender identities, all racial backgrounds, and that's how fiction should be too. But we make a big deal of it, it continues to be a big deal, and it will never ever become the norm. Okay, and that's the bottom line. I think you want it to be the norm, let it be the norm. don't make a big deal of it. And that's what I'm saying. You know, absolutely agree. This is wonderful. You know, I'm not saying that season 10 is going to be wonderful. That remains to be seen. But that Bill Potter's a normal gay female, brilliant. Just please don't make a big deal of it. Although I'm worried because it's an announcement that it's going to be handled in such a crap way. But we'll see. Just deal with it. Just let it be what it is and don't make a deal of it. Okay. Speak to you all soon.